we're going to show you how to polish a CEREC crown with the kits that we're going to let you use in lab. This has a sprue on it, on the lingual, where it should be. One of two ways to remove that. You can either use the diamond and your high speed, or you can use your lab handpiece and this green. Now be careful, this is very, very abrasive. But as you get it running, you can easily just clean that sprue right off, but very lightly. Remember why we do the sprue on the lingual? It's because if you do happen to over flatten this area, and this is in an aesthetic area, it's not going to be an aesthetic nightmare for the patient, and it's not going to look like a big flat area on the facial. But that pretty much takes that off real easily. Now these lab ones, the green and the yellow, are actually quite nice for getting things in shape. The green is probably, at this point on these crowns, really only good for taking that sprue off. The yellow is better for getting your fine, if there's any major scratches. I'm probably just going to use it in this sprue area at this point. Just to make sure I get that all smoothed up. I don't have my lights and my loop on, so it's a little hard for me to tell, but you should have your lights, your loops and a light on, at least so you can see that you're getting that nice and smooth. But the sprue is gone now. If all else looks good and the mill was decent, and it should have been, you can actually skip right to this dark orange, which is your pre-polish. These lab ones work a lot better than this intraoral kit, at least at this point. The intraoral kit is real nice because you've got a point and a cup, and those work well on the occlusal. But honestly, on the broader, wider surfaces, like the buccal, the lingual, mesial, distal, this works quite nicely. I'm running it relatively quickly, and remember not to completely strip your contacts. You can run this right up along the margin. This should be able to get pretty darn shiny. There's no excuse to not polish this, even though this is feldspathic porcelain. It will polish quite nicely. You can use this on the occlusal. Again, be careful not to strip away all of your anatomy, but I'm running relatively quickly and not pushing super hard. See how there's some debris? This is just like your Jiffy polishing points. Once I switch to the next point, I'm going to want to get rid of all of this dark orange debris because I don't want that running around in there with the light orange debris. Remember that ceramic doesn't have porosities like your composite, so I shouldn't see polishing point bits embedded in your ceramic. Let's pretend I had something to actually rinse that off or wash that off with. And now I'm starting to actually see shine and smooth on this. So at this point, I can switch to my light orange polishing. And I can continue to go through this process of smoothing the facial. You can already start to see that starting to shine. If I do need to use the points or the cups, I can use those, of course, with my latch slow speed.